don't miss. The prof with the stats, the champ with the fist. Swore to bring in fire, cowboy, tie, rotten bold. Bulls calling bets, watch the stories unfold. And it's truly eyebrows running the show. It's High Top Sports, baby.
Let's get it. Let's go. Good morning. Good evening. Oops. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to High Top Sports. Happy Tuesday to all of you beautiful people out there. We'll have our advent calendar later on today. Smash the like button. Subscribe. Show's brought to you by Kalshi. Obviously, we had a lot of movement yesterday with the transfer portal. Of course, DJ Lagway being the big one. Jadan Baugh not entering into the transfer portal. We get a status update. Pete Nichols dropped on a nugget. We talked about it last night, but never really got into it because there was just a lot of things to go over. I expect more over the next couple of days. We'll talk about that. And just kind of the feel of John Summerall as of now with how all things are shaken up. Cody will give you his thoughts and his takes on everything. The DJ Lagway drama and how that unfolded, or it's still, I guess, unfolding anyways, and on how it was managed by everybody. And then we'll get into some staff hires. There were some more assistant coaches that were brought on, mostly just transferred over from Georgia Tech. So we'll talk about that and what their roles will be entailing as they are here. We'll dabble into portal talk from a quarterback perspective and see what are those best options as of now. It's still very early in the portal world. Aaron Philo is one that's being thrown around tremendously. We talked about this yesterday too, and Georgia Tech fans are pulling their old Miss card out, tagging Philo in our just chaoticness because we're never happy. Florida fans are already going absolutely berserk with the Philo news, saying we don't want this. We should have just kept, like, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy off of a possible rumor. So we'll get into all that. Y'all smash the like button, subscribe. We got Cody the Prof here. Everyone's been dying for the Prof. What's going on, big guy? Good to see you.
Oh, just another day in paradise. Was sleeping happily away and wake up to a text and it says, you're literally not going to believe what just happened.
My favorite thing.
I go on Twitter and oh boy, did all of college football, not just Florida, but all of college football decide to absolutely explode during my bedtime. So
yeah,
I can tell you this. I tracked Twitter all last night. Nothing happened last night after 9 o'clock. So you guys are safe. You guys were safe to sleep all night and not have to worry about anything. I tracked it for you guys, ear to the ground, and nothing happened.
not a damn thing happened. He goes, you know what? I'm going to get the night shift. I got these boys. They're going to wake up to a bomb.
Maybe a West Coast kid, West Coast, Hawaii. I don't know.
Oh, man, get cooked. I love it. I can't wait for you to. I can't wait for you to go to bed. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, holy shit! Like my head's spinning yesterday, and I know Cody's just thinking of sheep. You know what I mean? Just laying there, not even having a clue. And then we're on the phone, right? And he goes,
"On logs."
We're on the phone, and he starts like telling me news. He's like, "Oh, did you see?" Like as it's happened, I'm like, Cody, brother, I've been up. Like he's all reading it to me as if it's brand new news. Katie Daniels just hit the portal, Sheldon. I was like, no, Cody, that happened 4 hours ago, buddy. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the stream.
It was new for me. We could have like a whole segment where I wake up out of bed and just live reaction of Twitter.
We all get to have our own reaction, and we just see Cody.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you can't even
4
move.
4 hours late.
You can't even move. Yeah. Well, DJ Lagway obviously was the big one. Dylan Raiola was, I think, in my opinion, more massive than DJ Lagway, personally.
I saw that one coming in about a week ago.
When the dad got fired?
Yeah, dad, uncle. I think it's an uncle of dad. Whatever. Same thing. Close enough. Whatever. Yeah, in Alabama, it could be a daddy uncle. I don't know. They do things weird down there. But anyway, I think that the writing was on the wall for that one. Sorsby doesn't surprise me.
No, those don't. But Raiola, I mean, because again, like Matt Rule, I mean, with the whole situation with Penn State, you felt like him saying keeping Raiola played a factor into that. I don't know. Maybe they got a plan. And people are like, oh, like some people, Florida fans, are like, hey, about Dylan Raiola. I mean, I'm not a huge fan. I like the kid. I think he's fun to watch. But again, if he is leaving because his dad was fired, I want nothing to do with that. Right?
Texas Tech, maybe.
Yeah, to fulfill the prophecy. Texas Tech, man, I'm telling you, boys, they are going to be a team to watch out for. So I think where Brendan Salisbury is going to go. I was doing some digging last night because that was my portal quarterback of Target, and his girlfriend just committed to Texas Tech. She's on the volleyball team. So now they have, I know they've got a good quarterback now, and their backup quarterback, their freshman quarterback is a dude. So that could be something to keep an eye on. I can't remember his name, but he stepped in last year when, I can't think of their starting quarterback's name at this very moment, when he went down with a concussion versus, was it the Utah game? Yeah, the Utah game. And man, that kid's good. So I don't know how long he'll be out. I don't know what, I can't remember. I think he tore his ACL. So that'll be something to kind of keep an eye on. But yeah, he's going to be one to watch. Sam Levitt right now is your highest rated portal quarterback. I did some charts. Gonna wait and see if anything more pops up, but Sam Levitt is the best that would.
Okay. We gotta address this. We gotta address this. Okay.
Which one?
Real Florida man. Listen, bud. I know that you think you know what happened, and I know that everybody has their idea of what happened, but there's only 3 people in the world that knows what really happened in that room. That's our head coach, DJ Lagway, and the good Lord above. And
What
that's
happened?
it.
What happened?
So, to say that UF abandoned him, we don't know if he said he wasn't taking a pay cut right here at real Florida man. Flaw man.
I see. The way that you have abandoned DJ when he wanted to stay, just wanted to be developed and work for a starting job, and you kick him out. I see. Yeah, I think that's always the ugly part about breakups, right? You never have the full.
If I'm the GM, I'm walking up to DJ Lagway and I'm telling him, you're either going to stay here. You have a chance to. I would probably redshirt him so he can be healthy and sit for a year. You're going to develop. You're going to sit. You're going to make $500,000 if you want to stay at UF.
So DJ's agent, I mean, allegedly, according to the reports, wasn't in the meeting with Summerall. He met with Caldwell, so he wasn't. Again, that's the hard part is I said this and I'll continue to say this. We'll never have the true story. There's probably a little bit of truth in everything that's said, and there's probably a little bit of exaggeration in everything that's said. When I read the report from CBS, and it was like, hey, so and Steve and I think had a phenomenal conversation about it last night. But in the report, and if we want to just go off the report, right? Let's just stick with the report, with what was reported on, that he questioned his competitiveness and work ethic and said, I don't know what you're about. And then this is their reaction to that. Then, I mean, that is what it is. Again, this coach, Summerall, coached against him, right? Had to scheme up against him, watched all year. You have to assume that when he released every single staff member from the Florida Gators, he asked a lot of questions. When he has gone through his interviews of particular players, he asked a lot of questions. And so he came up, and it may whether be right or wrong, but he came up with his own opinion of the matter, and that's what it came down to. And again, I think, and I understand where the fan base is coming from. We get way more attached to players than we do coaches. We are fanatics in that sense, and emotionally, a lot of people are upset about it. Look, myself, I'm big fan of DJ and want nothing but the best from here at Florida. And it just sucks because I feel like we never really even got him. I feel like we spent more talking about what he could be than what he actually was. You know?
You know what? If I'm John Summerall, I'm questioning the cat too. You didn't develop any. You got worse. They played the same coverage on you, and you threw egregious INTs. I think you set the record for one game during LSU.
Yeah.
You're a shell of yourself. That's why I said you need to take a giant, massive pay cut. $250,000. I said $500. Now I'm feeling a little $250. You're gonna make $250,000. You're gonna redshirt. You're not playing this year. And if you don't like it, go pound sand. I'm tired of these 19, 20-year-old kids thinking that with these agents, thinking that, oh, well, they're going to call the shots. You ain't calling no shots. Where are you going to start, DJ? Where? Tell me. Name one team that's better with DJ Lagway. And the version last year's version, name one team. How many games did he throw away? I could think of about 3 right off my head.
So the real format is you guys say bye to DJ, but do you know that running DJ out it'll do to UF recruits? Ha 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 ha. I do.
I'm glad you're an insider.
Listen, to recruits, like current recruits, past recruits, I mean, I think
it sounds like it's opened up the portal for the quarterbacks. We've got multiple people calling, Representative calling, because DJ Lagway ain't there, because they know that 1, there's the money just opened up, 2, there's availability, and 3, they know this coaching staff is actually going to let you try to bid for your job instead of last year.
Yeah, again, I think that we get too caught up, or we did anyways, of like, hey, we're trying to collect all these stars and all these recruits, and it's like, we're going to lose out on all these recruits. Well, the recruits and the classes that Napier continue to bring in have yet to produce. So if the guys that this old staff recruited don't want to be here anymore, then so be it. This staff has to go and get a new recruit. I can assure you that there isn't going to be like this. This isn't new. This happens all the time. This is the business. I don't think there are recruits going around. Will some be offended by it? Yeah, that's par for the course. Others will be like, it's about time. Hell yeah, let's go see what they've got going on over there. They're willing to actually make some big time changes and do what's needed to be successful. So look, the biggest thing is, man, there's a blueprint to this. I'm not sure that the blueprint that we were operating on was the key here. The way that Florida tried to do this was spend a lot of money on particular areas. Wide receivers, we spent a lot of money on in the recruiting cycle. We tried to spend money on certain edge players. Obviously, quarterback play is where we put money towards. We didn't put money in the trenches. We refused to put money in the trenches. We relied on hiring 2 offensive line coaches and developing that. So I don't give a damn if we lose out on a couple wide receivers and a couple of edge players, or not even edge players, but I mean quarterbacks, if you will, because we're willing to pivot and focus more on, hey, let's go recruit demons on the trenches. Listen, I've said it, and I'll continue to hammer home the drum. When it comes to wide receivers and it comes to running backs, there's a billion of them in the transfer portal. That is, in my opinion, the one thing that you can always go to the transfer portal and find success in. Our best wide receiver, except last year, the entire time that Nape was here, came from the portal. Every one of them. Every single one of them. So, for me, I mean, that's kind of how I view it. Look, right now we all emotionally react. I think that's what we come on the show to talk about it. I enjoy these conversations. They're a blast for me. Some people get upset about it. We've had a few people on the Berg get mad and start yelling at people. I'm not that good. We don't control any of this. Go ahead.
I don't know where it was. There was a great graphic of all the top paid quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah,
I'm telling you now. Hey, guess what? You got it? Pull that thing up. Guess what? Newsflash.
Pull that thing up.
You guys wanted it.
He was
Cody for a little bit.
Yeah, Cody. I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen. Cody's went on
quarterback
a burner.
Market has been reset. Okay, ain't nobody going to make $4, $5, $6, $7, $8 million again. That's done. Wad that shit up. Wad that shit up just like this and throw that shit in the trash. Okay? Look at them. Look. Name me 3 quarterbacks on this list that's worth a damn.
Jeremiah Smith's 3, by the way, so it doesn't count in that list. All right, let's go to it. So Arch Manning 6.5 was not worth 6.5. Carson Beck. Well, let's verdict's still out. He's in the playoffs, so I don't know if he's necessarily lived up to the expectation. We've got into the playoffs, so I would say a healthy investment. We'll say healthy investment. Got him in the playoffs. I don't think he's been great. I think that team was pretty solid, but
couldn't get him an ACC title.
Listen, we'll reserve because if they go pretty far in the playoffs, look, I mean, he may have not been worth 4.2, but you had to be aggressive, right? Jeremiah Smith is worth $4 million, even though he didn't have the greatest of year, but playing with a true, thinking about this real quick, Julian Sayin feels very, okay, hang with me here. I'm gonna get yelled at. I don't even want to say it. I'm not gonna say it. I want to say it. Should I say it? Julian Sayin could have a Philo in Julian Sayin. That's all that I'm saying. From the excitement that people have had for Philo, I'm not in on that train. I want them to get an experienced quarterback. But remind you, when Julian Sayin went to Ohio State, the guy hadn't played a snap at Alabama. Now, Julian Sayin was a 5-star quarterback, so much different. But Aaron Philo has been in the league now for 2 years in the Butcher system, has been developing. So that's all that I'm getting at. All right, that's all that I'm getting at.
Yep.
That's it. That it could be, but I don't. Yep. I'm not. Ohio State's football team is really, really good, so it's much easier to plug in somebody like that too. So that's besides the point. Obviously, DJ Lagway, we're aware of that situation. Lenore's was not.
What situation? What situation?
We know.
3.8 million?
Yeah, it didn't live up to the expectation. Yeah.
Okay, next.
Okay, Lenore Sellers, 3.7. Did
not.
Oh
my God, he didn't live up to it either. That's 2.0. Twinning. Next.
Garrett Nussmeier.
Oh God, he's terrible. He's broke.
Caleb.
He's a broken man.
Caleb.
Yeah, what happened to them? Couldn't win a bad ACC. Next.
Drew Allard.
Got his coach fired week 4. Next.
Sam Levitt. Sam Levitt really didn't have that great of a year.
You missed one. You missed one, dog.
Nico, I'm gonna leave.
Nico left. And Nico's good for like 3 weeks. Next.
Sam Levitt.
1.
Mensa.
2.
Mateer.
Pre or post bionic thumb?
I mean, they're in the playoffs, so 100% worth it.
Okay, 3.
100% worth it. That's wide receiver. Raiola, $2 million, I think was worth it. Oh, there's Jackson Arnold, 1.9.
Jackson Arnold.
And then our guy from Kansas State, Avery Johnson.
Yeah, Avery Johnson. Yeah, he plummeted. Terrible. And where's Underwood? Where's Bryce Underwood? This must be old because Bryce is up there too.
Oh, yeah,
He didn't look very good either. So you just reset. You just reset the quarterback market because you got a guy from IU got a free car wash pass at Crew Car Wash in town and got local wings and beer and he probably has to pay. He's probably not even on scholarship. He's probably walk on. Poor guy.
What's
He's probably
crazy?
paying to go to IU.
Who broke their elbow? Oh, Drew Allard.
So you got him. He won the freaking Heisman. You got the cat at Vandy, Diego Pavia. He ain't making a bunch of money. I can guarantee that. He ain't top 25. He won them 10 games. You've reset the quarterback market.
Yeah, names we don't. I don't think it's going to reset it. I think it's just going to it's just going to move. The thing, you say that, but it's like the coaching circus.
Maybe okay. So maybe not totally reset it. I think there's going to be a few quarterbacks that are proven winners. That
like Sam Levitt's still going to get
paid.
Sam Levitt's still going to get paid. If Mensa stays, he'll get paid.
Yep.
I think Lagway will still get paid. Arch will still get paid. Lenore Sellers are still getting paid, by my view.
Lagway and Lenore Sellers, you think are going to make $3.8 million after what they put on the field?
I think Lenore Sellers will still get paid. They're already working on his contract.
Okay, what about DJ Lagway?
It'll depend on where he goes.
What about Nico?
I think he'll get paid. Because that situation in UCLA was a complete dumpster fire. So they're not going to hold it 100% on him. He left the situation. So I'm just telling you. I'm just being honest with you. I mean, you can.
What about Jackson Arnold?
I don't think he'll have a starting job. I don't think he'll have.
What about Avery Johnson?
I hope he comes back, but we'll see. I said it was going to move. Dylan Raiola will get paid. All that I'm saying is it's going.
I don't know why. The cat's terrible.
It's just going to move to new names. Is all that I'm getting at. Brendan Sorsberry, think about Sam Levitt. Sam Levitt leaving with $3 million in his pocket. It's wild, but he'll get paid. The kid from Notre Dame will get paid. So there'll be somebody that will get paid.
This amount though. I think we're going to see a lot of 1 million, 1.5.
The Lane retweet of DJ leaving is kind of ominous. Yeah, $5. I think that, look, he's just having some fun with it. Do y'all think any of the reports were true about the team not really liking DJ? Could that be part of it too? Listen, this is what I'm talking about. This is actually a really good question. We'll never know the 100% truth on everything. Like, remember, I think what he's referring to, Teddy, was earlier in the year, the Shannon Snell tweet where he spoke to kind of like, and then he kind of apologized for it, but still stood kind of like 10 toes down that there was a disgruntledness in the locker room because of the favoritism that was happening. And I would assume, and look, this is what Steve and I spoke to last night, that I don't think that Summerall just woke up and went in, had a team meeting, and just wanted to thump DJ. I don't believe that. I believe that he did his due diligence. Now, whether he was right on that, was he too aggressive? I don't know either. I said this last night. I go, look, when you're coming in and you're going to flip stuff over and do things different. And here's the thing. Here's what you have to look at. If I'm a head coach and you like right now, look me in the eye. Take your emotions out of it. Take the fact that, like, hey, we appreciate DJ, who's supposed to be the next coming of Tim Tebow, and all these things, right? Let's remove all that. Remove the emotional side of it. Let's keep into consideration that he was a 5-star quarterback making $3 million a year. We paid him $1 million per interception, essentially, because how many interceptions he threw over his 2 years. If that's anybody else, if that's a 3-star, if that's a 4-star, if that's Tramel Jones, if that's anybody else,
Harris,
he performed worse than every quarterback on this list. He would have been torched a long time ago. He continued to get leash after leash, which I'm okay with the leash. I'm fine with extending that on. Like, I'm not saying that they didn't do that. So you have all those things. You come in as John Summerall and you look around the quarterback room and you have a freshman, unproven Will Griffin, who I think has potential to be really, really good. But I hope that you guys have learned one thing, that freshman quarterback are not prepared to walk into the SEC and be dominant. Okay? Unless you've got a hell of a football team that can surround them. If you need to lean on somebody, we're not in a place to go into a freshman quarterback. We're not. We're not. So Will Griffin's not ready to go. Tramel Jones is the same exact thing. The same exact thing. Yep. More experience. Could you maybe like lean on him later on in the year if shit got a little wobbly? Yeah. But is that the guy that you want to just roll into battle with for one offseason? Hell no. And then you have DJ Lagway, who is injured, not injured, I don't know, that had a cluster of a year, that had a complete reset of mechanics that you're going to also have to work on for an entire offseason. In my eyes, him and Tramel are in the same exact, if we're starting at a starting line, they're next to each other.
No, I disagree.
You could argue behind because of
Tramel's ahead.
Wise. Yeah, mentally wise, he's a cluster. So you come into that quarterback room, and we said this. I go, you got to go get 2. And everyone's like, well, someone's going to want to leave. You're damn right they are, because all 3 of them aren't going to wait. DJ's got 2 more years. So whoever takes on DJ, you got to work with him really, really hard and heavy. Hope that it clicks again in year 1, and then hit the stride in year 2. Like, you're having a hard reset. Because we should, ideally, with what DJ is, and this is why, again, when you look back to that first year, it's a complete waste. Because now he's going into his 3rd year, and he has to figure everything out, undo his mindset, and have a complete turnaround of a football season in 8 months. And erase every bad habit that was created over the last year and a half. And that's where it's at. So when you look at it like that, you had to make a move. You've got Tramel Jones with 4 years left. Tramel redshirted, guys. Full 4 years left. You've got Will. We just saw Notre Dame do this. So why that kid, I can't think of his name, but Kenny McKinney, I think.
The portal.
That's why he entered the portal, because they went with CJ, because CJ had a full career of college football left, where he only had a year or so, or 2 years. Yeah, they're like, well, we should go with the younger.
And they got a heck of an offensive line, and half the time he's just got to turn around and hand Boobie the ball.
Give it the ball. Yeah.
We don't even subscribe to that. As the last coach said, we don't subscribe to giving ball, one of the highest paid going to be the highest paid running back if he does go into the portal. We don't subscribe to giving him 30 freaking touches when our quarterback is goddamn throwing 5 picks. They're fucking LSU.
I knew this was going to happen today.
We don't subscribe.
You should have seen this. You should have seen it before the show started. This isn't even like, this is unbelievable. This is my favorite part. I was like, I think everybody's missing the big picture here. We won effing 4 games. Like, this is what I keep going. We got, like,
4.
You got to clear house. And this is what I think that, look, we had an uncomfortable season. We had a dismay of a season. You got to have an uncomfortable offseason to get to that. Now, like anything, is it going to be the answer to fix it all? I have no idea. Nobody does. It's just like hiring coaches.
It ain't going to get goddamn worse. I can tell you.
Well, we say
After
that.
What the fuck I watched last year, it ain't getting worse. I promise. Gator Nation, I'm looking you in your eyes. We will win more games and look better under the next regime than what we watched for 12 games last year. Hand on the Bible, I promise you.
You're not even looking at us. I don't know where you were looking.
Looking directly at you. Right there, the camera.
Your eyes are.
Well, they get a little wild. They get a little crazy. Got the crazy eyes.
Oh.
We get to the beer review so I can at least booze up a little bit.
600 people here. Smash the like button. Subscribe. Good morning. I mean, I feel like the energy's a lot for a morning show, Do y'all think any other reports were true about Team Network? Oh, I just read that. Hands doing a high five. $5. Thanks for the sticker. Synthetic dividend. $5. Remember Shannon Snell quadrupled down. Oh, yeah, there we go. On DJ causing locker room division. Love the kid as a person, but not a dog. No longer fits. Bye, Felicia. You can't constantly win with an inconsistent quarterback. $2. 100%. Kenny Minchke from Notre Dame, a dude, is a stud. Yeah, that's who we were referring to. Limited playing time. And again, that was a name that Florida was in on early on. So keep an eye on that one. Cody got me opening up smelling salts. Let's go. You want to do the beer review, Cody?
Yeah, I can't wait.
You better know.
This show's gone off the rails.
It wasn't. You didn't need to, honestly.
It did.
It did?
Yeah, it had to.
I don't think it did. I think we were doing just fine.
Nope, knows the brew. Hey.
Okay. Key lime cider.
Knows the brew. Professor steps in with the foam in the air, got a brew in his hand and a confident flair. Hops so crisp, yeah, they make you care about the science in the bubbles, man, it's rare, so rare. Spinning facts like a DJ on the decks. Flavor profiles coming straight from the text. Sip, analyze what's next. Break it all down with respect, no flex. High top sports beer review. Pour it up for the crew. Sip it slow, what it do? Professor's got the brew. Hey. High top sports beer review. Take a taste, break it through. Bittersweet, light,
from Blake Cider Company. I mean, my goodness, they are just creating bangers. Key lime pie. I don't think they make this one anymore. This was like a one-time seasonal thing. Number one, key lime pie is my favorite pie. Okay, so this one's getting a 7.6 just because it's absolutely delicious. Tastes just like a key lime pie.
Scott predicted the score.
Really?
Oh, he's got you like a book. Yeah, he's got you read like a book.
Solid. Shit's good. Go check it out if you can find it. I don't know.
Oh,
I have to drink a lot more of them if I have to rewatch DJ Lagway play quarterback for the Florida Gators.
Everybody was like, "Where's Cody? We want to hear Cody. What he's going to yell about." Oh my god, guys! The yelling's fun every now and then. It gets, sometimes they can kind of beat you up a little bit.
I've been good for a couple shows.
Yeah, I know. I feel like he's been bottling up. Let's talk about a few of the coaching hires. So right now the staff, obviously we're aware of it, but just to recap kind of where we're at. So obviously we got Coach Summerall, then we got Brad White Buster, Chapman as D-line, Troutwine as O-line, Brandon Harris as CB, Chris Collins as safeties coach, Marcus Davis as wide receiver coach. And then in the assistant era, we have A.J. Ederling, who's the assistant quarterback coach, Mike Polley, who's going to be the assistant offensive line coach, Dylan Dockery, who is the assistant tight end coach. Emil Akora Jr. is the quality control offensive line, and Ryland Goad is going to be the quality control for offense at Florida. I think most of these guys are coming over from Georgia Tech, if I'm not mistaken. So
assistant quarterback coach, what's his name? AJ
Utterling. Yeah, he's from Georgia Tech as well.
We got an inside track on that guy. Okay. Not gonna say who has it, but we got a guy that's very close to him. So.
Real quick, so and just kind of where the former staff went. Napier's obviously at JMU. Jaluk is at Texas. Joe Houston, who was our special teams coordinator, went to LSU. Ron Roberts is going to be the coordinator at Arkansas. Callaway expected to do offensive coordinator at Tulane. Bala and James LaFrance are at James Madison. So I think Joe Houston was one name that we didn't really speak about too much, getting a Tier 1 job. So good for him. Go ahead.
Yeah. Joe. Well, the special teams was better. I mean, they got 11 on the field. They didn't get 10 on the field. They didn't get 12 on the field. They got 11 on the field. They used a little mat. The mat worked well.
Yeah, it was ran smoothly. We didn't complain about it. Yeah.
I don't know how much the mat is making in NIL, but that was worth its weight in gold. So, don't hopefully the mat doesn't transfer out, even though Joe Houston did. Hopefully he didn't take the mat with him. Hopefully he left the mat. Hopefully that's our mat. I don't know how that works.
There was a Gator logo on. I would assume it's safe to say it's probably our mat.
It's ours?
I think so.
Where'd he go?
LSU.
Well, listen, if they got a mat with a Gator logo on it, I'm not going to be happy.
I think, okay. Fair enough.
Okay. So, we got the mat. That's all we need from Joe Houston.
Yeah.
We can count to 11. I don't think it's going to be a problem.
What was your inside track?
Oh, we got a guy. We got a guy that played with AJ. Knows him really well.
That was it? That was your track?
Well, no, he knows him really well. Like, he's going to get some info for us. I'm not going to tell anybody who it is to protect his identity.
Sure.
But yeah.
Yeah. We don't want to show it to his house. I got it.
Well, it was actually one of my nicer Twitter DMs. The last one I got was, your mom should have swallowed you, and then I texted him back, your mom should have spit you out. So, listen, mean tweets just.
Can you read us a few? I
got one. I was reading them at work today because they're like,
there was no news. There was no
well,
news.
they're like all enamored now. They watch the show now. So, shout out to Terry and the boys. But they were like, oh, like your Twitter's like blowing up. I was like, yeah, you should see my mean tweets. Jack Owen seems to be an Ole Miss fan. What up, white Beetlejuice with the little head? When his head shrinks. You ugly as fuck. Has anybody ever told you that you're the ugliest kid on the short bus? When the rope, we're not going to say what type of rope, starts speaking to you, please listen. And then a gif of the green, the villain, Green Goblin, is looking at the mask is looking at the guy and saying coward. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. That one's my favorite.
Dude, it could be a new segment. We've talked about it. So we've done this offline before, and it started off like this, and then it got pretty dark. We were like, maybe we can't.
Yeah.
I'm kind of disappointed. I don't have my inbox turned on. Go ahead.
Here's William T at 98. So you're younger than me, which makes you gay. Sup, fag? No kiffin. Laugh out loud. I said that wasn't very nice in a GIF. Your X-ray out video was actually hilarious. I don't know what video that is, but I don't know what that. Yeah. And then there's another one that I let him go in on me for like 20 minutes. And I was like, thanks, come again. Let me find that mean tweet. Let's see.
Oh gosh. Oh, brother. Yeah.
It's I mean, the mean tweets are just they're epic.
This is a morning show. Oh,
Oh, yeah, sorry for the cursing today.
Me tweets after the beer review is a must now. Yeah, they're great.
Oh yeah. Where is this guy? Oh, here he is. S. Edge. Get effed, buddy. The coach you want so bad just about lost to your shitty ass football team. Effing definition of delusional loser. And you're on the front line. You should have been bullied growing up. Wussy with a capital P. Hope you lose your whole platform for being how dumb you are. Our school has outperformed you in every sport besides basketball. Still went to the Sweet 16. You're dumb as F, dog. Like, literally dumb as F. 12 hours later, and you're still the biggest loser on this app. Okay, we're rolling into Sunday, November 30th at this point. This started on the 16th. I tweeted back to him, breaking records, ho.
Oh,
he goes, glad you're being a B word for engagement. Is that all you care about, loser? And I was like, fun chat. Can we do this again sometime? Anytime, brother. Thank you for letting me rant at you so hard. No hard feelings. See you later.
You guys are buddies. You guys are buddies. Oh.
What?
Oh.
Like, anytime, brother. Thank you for letting me rant at you. No hard feelings.
I appreciate the honesty. I really do. Well,
I feel like Brandon Walker in that segment. Like, I'm trying to run a national show here. I'm not telling her happy birthday. Fine, happy birthday. And then the guy like yells into the microphone something obscene.
Yeah.
He's just like, I was like,
James says we'll win more next year than we did the past 2 years. And won't that be a stat? Won't that be a stat? Yeah, look at this. Me tweets are a must. You let him go in on you for 20 minutes and you said, come again. Pause. $5. Cody had a fun. Yeah, no hard feelings. No hard feelings. But yeah, so the names that are obviously Philo is one that is circling. I see you guys tweeting about it. I want to read. I bookmark a few of responses here. So Jared Hallis, who had that. Sorry?
Are they mean tweets or are they regular tweets?
No. So of course, Florida fans immediately start tweeting. So someone says Mensa for a year, then Philo the next, final answer. And then somebody goes, you think Philo Cat is the answer? This program is going from worse to more worse, which is a Gator fan. And then so we've got a Georgia Tech saying, why would you want to go play for this? Like, it's very Lane Kiffin, Ole Miss saga of like, we're just being very critical already. It hasn't even got here. Where Georgia Tech would literally just like worship the ground that Philo would walk on. Like they are, he's like their DJ Lagway. They are beyond excited to move on from Haynes to Philo. They're upset with Faulkner, I guess, because he's like literally ripping their entire staff from them as well. But I do find it interesting that this is the one part I do like about NIL is that we have more crossover with teams, like in subtle ways from a competitive standpoint that we typically would never have. Like us and Georgia Tech getting to pissing contests. No, never on my bingo card. But now we're getting into this world where they're trying to basically say we would never. And then he's tweeting. He quotes the other. He also tweeted it. You could go play for these folks. Our flagship, Paul says he can fight with Trammell for quarterback too. Get another starter in the portal. The guy goes, you could play for these folks or you could be the guy in Atlanta. Like they're trying to like pitch of like, hey, just come be mediocre forever. But look, I think we have to do that though. And you have to, if you do go get Philo, you still need to go get a proven guy in the portal. Because Philo is going to be what? He's a redshirt sophomore. And again, like I said, he could be a Julian Sayin. He could turn into that. I know Florida fans, I don't think that would be a one hell of an offseason if they just go get Aaron Philo and they've got the three quarterbacks. And I think again, you're sitting there with a room full of ceilings. But if you're going to sit here and tell me, hey, Shelton, we're going to be good, well, then the offensive line better be the best it's ever been in 20 years. and you kept Ball, and you added some more elite defensive pieces. That's what better happen if you're going to ride with that young of quarterback room headed into next year.
I don't think they do. I think they go get a stopgap guy. I think you have to look at past practice, and Coach Johnny isn't scared to ruffle the feathers in the quarterback room. If it ain't looking right, then he's gonna go get in a guy. I mean, he got a guy in the spring.
John,
and he has him in the playoffs. Yeah.
So go ahead.
He's a defensive guy. This is the one plus about having a defensive guy is they don't give a shit. They don't give a shit about your feelings. They're not going to pat you on the butt too many times.
They're not going to be. I agree. They're not going to be, and this is why I loved it.
They're not going to coddle the quarterback. They're going to be like, bro, you suck.
Yeah, 100%. And again, I think we kind of see a bit of that where, like, look, Napier probably coddled and loved DJ as his own and was his friend, and John's like, we aren't buddies. I have a job to do, and I have questions of you doing the job properly. What are your thoughts on that? And that's kind of where that stands. But so obviously we talked about it last night, but where all this stemmed from was a staff member from Georgia Tech posted on one of the boards that Aaron Philo was not in a team meeting tonight, which feels very Sam Levitt, okay? He was the only player missing from the group on offense. Sounds like a push is being made hard by Florida. Georgia Tech has counter-offered. I hate these things, but I love the fact that we're playing our hardball. We're playing ugly. And
I wonder what time the meeting was comparative to the DJ Lagway tweet.
This tweet was at 6:41. You think that was kind of like they had to wait and see if he was going to leave to make the move?
No, you just opened up a pot of money. You can go get Philo. You can go get another guy. Listen, you can go pay what was his NIL, $3.4 million a year?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, so you got what? You got 1.5 and some change to go grab two guys. You go grab Philo for a milli, and then go pay somebody else 1.8. One of these other quarterbacks that I turned myself up too. I saw it, by the way. Sorry. I feel like you can go get a stopgap win now quarterback.
So there's this right here, Dr. Swamp Juice.
I want Sorsby. I really do. The Cincinnati kid. I don't think we get him. I think he's going to Texas Tech.
Yeah, that's why I wanted. But yeah, I think he's gone. Yeah, he in my opinion.
But there's still a couple guys that can win you 9, 10, 11 games.
Yeah. But Swamp Juice says Philo was a 1A private school boy, didn't even play 6A, so his 2 interceptions in 3 years is laughable. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that. That was also 4 years. Yeah, that was 3 years ago. I agree, and that's why I'm not saying he is the answer, but obviously at some point you've got to trust this staff. Clearly, Georgia Tech is beyond sold in belief that this guy can continue to maintain what Haynes King had going on. But again, I think if we've learned anything, your Heisman Trophy winner was a 2-star. Okay, so now was in his 6th year, mind you. But with proper development and a good team around it, again, I'm not saying that he should or will be the answer, but that is Buster's DJ, if you will, right? Yep. And in a way, it's probably groomed him, right? I mean, he's going into his 3rd year in college football. Massive difference because he's a redshirt sophomore. So
no, I agree. I just don't think he's the starter. And if that's their plan, I got to trust the coaches and Buster, obviously, of what he sees, and he knows if a quarterback's ready or not. I don't. I should never read it. I don't know that's what you need right now, because I don't think that's, minus knowing the complete system. So he's like a half year ahead of Tramel Jones. I don't see a giant leap from him and Tramel Jones. What I do see a giant leap is between Tramel Jones and the Cincy cat, Sorley. I think that's a giant leap, because that guy's ready to win now. He's ready to improve his stock to go to the NFL. He's never had wide receivers like what we've had. He's never had a running back like what we've had. He's never had a defense that can get a stop like what we have. Yeah, and so look, if you're saying if you're saying I'm gonna bring in Tramel Jones and I'm keeping Tramel, Griffin, and Philo, and that's your answer, I'm gonna have to be very critical of this coaching staff until I see it play out on the field.
Yeah, and
Because I don't think that's the way.
That's where my head's going to be at too. And again, we're just talking heads, so we're not the coaches. I mean, obviously we have to trust the coach at some point. But we've been burned for 4 years.
I've watched enough ball. I've watched enough ball
to know.
I don't want an unproven guy.
Yeah, to
There's
not
no
be critical.
reason to get an unproven guy. You owe it to Ball and company, the guys that that are coming back for you, because Ball's going next year to the NFL. If you sign that man,
that's a key thing too to think about Ball is like, look, I mean, as much as we love him, keep in mind it's going to be a 1-year rental. So
yes,
that is something that you have to keep in mind too. Is like, well, it's somebody like, well, if we lose Ball, we're going to go 4-8 next year. Oh, that's exactly what we did this year. So do you go and blow your load? And that's what I keep talking about. It's like, just to keep this one. It's not like he's a freshman or a sophomore where you're guaranteed to keep him for 2 years and you can kind of build. It's not a building block. He is now a key component to now. If you go out there and you add some key pieces, then yes, all of a sudden you can be competitive, and that's where I think. And that to me is if you're willing to spend the money on him, I don't think you go out there. I don't think they're just going to go stick with Philo. Now, if they go get Philo and they also go get a proven guy, and then for whatever reason Philo beats him out, then whatever. But I'll feel comfortable, and not a Harrison Bailey. Not a fluff piece to make us go, okay, cool, there's a 5th-year guy back there. No.
Yeah.
You got to go get – look, it doesn't have to be Brendan Sorsberry. I mean, you can go get the guy Colton Joseph is a name, obviously, 6'2". He's a redshirt sophomore. He's played a lot. Hasn't played in, obviously, big-time competition, but at least he's played, right? Harrison Bailey didn't even play. And I'm sure there'll be more names out there that we're not even looking at right now.
Yeah, it's still very early. The portal's not even open yet. Okay, so there's 10 more quarterbacks that we could be talking about, and they're not even, unless they have their guy picked out and he's already signing a deal in the next week, and they know that, and the deal's done, and promises were made and stuff like that. You wait to see who comes available. Here's another thing too. I think you gotta understand this, and Florida fans, I don't think we think about this in a way that we should, especially with Ball, because he was used so sparingly this last year. This next year is setting up for Ball to be like Jeremiah Love at Notre Dame, where you are handing him the ball 25 times a game. And then the next back is coming in to spell him. Not Ball's out for 2 quarters and goes MIA. That shit's done. That's done. I don't want to see that ever again. You're paying him big time Ball, big time money for Ball. Booby got to get the ball, and Booby need to get the ball 35 times a game. Okay, I want to wear him out. That's what I want.
Yeah. Good old-fashioned cowbell back. Now, people are talking about Mensah, Darian Mensah, obviously the Duke quarterback. So a couple things to look at into this situation. One, he has a 2-year deal over $8 million with Duke. Now, I don't know how logistically they can get out of that. I'm sure they could find a way if they wanted to. The NFL draft seems to be the looming factor for him, whether he should go to the draft or stay at Duke. Now, personally, and this isn't selfishly, it's not whether he stays at Duke or comes here, because obviously for those of you that don't know, he played at Tulane with John Summerall. That was the quarterback they had when they made the bowl game against Florida last year, and he left before the bowl game happened, so both their quarterbacks left. Their entire team got pilgrimaged last year. But if I am Mensah, and if I am, you have two. This is I see this the writing on the wall. Now it could turn out better than the Anthony Richards situation, but it could be an Anthony Richards situation where you just see the money bags and it's like your stock is as high as it's been. Go cash in, or, and this is what I recommend you do, you're Cam Ward right now, because right now Fernando Mendoza is the number one overall.
Get out of my head.
Yeah,
get out of my head.
I'm right there, baby. Come on, you go be Cam Ward in this thing. Stay back one more year, whether you stay at Duke or you come to an SEC school. I mean, and then you literally skyrocket your stock more than you could imagine. Because if he goes to the draft now, I don't think he's a first rounder. I could be wrong. I just don't see him being a first rounder.
There's not a true first round quarterback in this draft class. There's not a true first round quarterback right now in the next draft class.
Fernando's going number
From
one.
a guy, he's going, yeah, but is that guy worth a first round pick? Absolutely not. He's as good as, bro. He's as good as Kyle McCord. Where did Kyle McCord go?
Where did he go? Pittsburgh?
Yeah,
no,
like
Kyle McCord. I'm thinking the Ohio State cat. He's better than Kyle McCord, brother. From Syracuse?
Yeah, Kyle McCord was slinging that thing. He was an absolute dog.
Yeah, I mean, but that's
he
just
threw it 80 times a game.
But Fernando again. This is where Fernando.
Listen,
you know, Fernando reminds me of. Fernando reminds me
all wrapped around.
I'm not wrapped around the Heisman. I watched the kid play.
He's not as good as Jackson Dart. He's not as good as Cam Ward. He's not as good as Shador. So that's crazy. Number 4. You're on number 4.
You're
on number 4.
You're crazy.
You're on number 4.
If I'm building a team right now, I'm taking Fernando over Shador Sanders.
Now, but not last year.
What are you talking about? Oh, you mean from where they were drafted coming out? Oh, coming out of the class. I disagree. That guy took a team 11 and up. Maybe not Cam Ward, but you know who Fernando's going to be? You know who Fernando's going to be? Fernando's going to be what Bo Nix was. Fernando's going to be what Bo Nix was.
No, he's not, dude. Bo Nix is different. You are getting so wrapped up.
Hold on.
We are not going to hear. He's going to be a journeyman backup at best.
Okay.
At best, bro.
Okay.
Come on, dog. So give me at least enough respect. I know how to pick them in NFL quarterbacks. Give me enough respect. I hit him on the head every year. You can't tell me that these next 2 years, if you're Mensa, you can come to Florida, put up Cam Ward type numbers, be the number one.
We were on the same page of Mensa.
We were
on the same page of Mensa.
Absolutely.
Fernando reminds me of golf. I like that comparison too. Great comparison.
Yeah, look how long it took golf, and it took golf the right system, and that's a big thing. System quarterbacks are the right place, but look where he's probably going to go.
My issue is that Cleveland they have Cleveland favored to pick Fernando. I wish that none of that happens.
Yeah, you're going to a bag organization anyway. You're going to go to freaking
Bo Nix. Bo Nix is a 7-year college quarterback.
Bo Nix also has a offensive genius over there in Denver.
Listen.
So
time will tell.
It's a little different.
Time will tell. Watch the tape. I'm
telling you, I've watched plenty of tape, and that guy.
You're the same guy that simped over JJ McCarthy, and now you're backtracking on JJ. Would you take Fernando over JJ? Oh, you were in love for JJ. You simped over him. Yeah, pull the clip.
I didn't simp over him. I didn't simp over him.
1 second.
He wasn't my favorite. He wasn't my favorite quarterback in the class.
Oh, no.
He wasn't.
That was your guy. And
JJ
I would
McCarthy
take Fernando Mendoza over JJ. And I love JJ. I'm calling the spur lock. We're calling Cowboy Ty because I need to get confirmation on you simping. Look, it's 50-50.
Was I excited? Was I excited that the Vikings traded up and finally?
No, hold on, real quick, because you're live. Was Cody not simping on JJ McCarthy?
Oh yeah, he's all about JJ McCarthy.
Oh. All right, you're the man. You're the man. Thank you, Ty.
So he's getting closer. I'm like, yeah, I don't think so.
Later, Ty. You're good.
I didn't think he was the number one quarterback. Was I happy the Minnesota Vikings got a quarterback? Yeah. But he was not. He was not the number one. He was not my number one quarterback.
Who was the number one quarterback? QBR, QB, and D1 football this year.
Oh, I think I still have it. I think I still have my number one quarterback on my my big board.
I don't think you had it. I know you did not have him, but you were in love with him.
I wasn't in love.
Fernando was third with QBR, by the way, and first in touchdowns. I don't know who first was. I'm a big fan of the lesbian, but for sure you was. Fernando is JJ. I think Fernando's a little bit better, but listen, and I like JJ. I think JJ's going to figure it out. I think he'll come together. Cody's already off the JJ train. He's already given up on him. He's already quit on him.
I'm not off. Dude, the kid's young. I'm not off the JJ train.
Mendoza's the next Andrew Luck. Love that comparison. Cody's going to be in shambles. Sam Levitt, ASU, he's on the portal tracker. Yeah, we talked about him a little bit. I think we're sleeping on Trammell, in my opinion. So I want people understand that nobody's sleeping on Trammell. The talent is undeniable. What we're saying is if that you were just going to go into next season as Trammell is your number one guy, I'm going to be extremely concerned.
Extremely concerned. Who my number one guy was? Freaking Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, I know who your number one guy was.
I was over Jaden Daniels.
No, I know.
He was the best.
But you have been in love. But you also have been simping over JJ McCarthy. There's two different conversations there. I didn't say that he was your number one quarterback. I said that you were simping over him when he became to Minnesota.
For my team,
bro. Play the clip about the NFL draft. You and the homeboy were going absolutely berserk when you landed him.
Well, yeah.
The organization was saved, and I wouldn't be. We got the best quarterback in the draft.
Easy.
You know I'm right. So sometimes you do miss, big guy. Pretty sure, I don't know who had Michael Penix at number 7, but I think it was me. What about Mensa? Played on a summer roll. Yeah, we just talked about that. Thank you for the $2. I am Connor Frisch. 800 people in here. Be sure to smash the like button, subscribe. It's been a fun day. A lot of great conversations. These morning shows, you never know what you're going to get, you know? Because obviously we've talked about a lot. I expect things to heat up here later on. Well, before we continue to move on, this show is, of course, brought to you by Kalshi. We've been utilizing them all season long. I do want to take a look at Kalshi to see who they've got as pegged for the Michigan head coach since DeBoer's comments of basically I'm not going anywhere. They're working on an extension for him to hush all the conversations. Jed Fish is leading the way. That Jed Fish guy, man, you can't shake him. He is just looming at every corner to take somebody's job. He was obviously all over the Florida Kalshi boards. Kenny Dillingham, too. I feel like these are just the same regurgitated names. These are your top 3 names right now, and then DeBoer at number 3, according to Kalshi. Again, Kalshi is not like your typical Vegas betting odds, but more like a stock market where you, the fans, drive the price up or down. It's way more fun to bet on games because of the how much it moves up and down in the middle of the game, and you can take advantage of it depending on how the game is going to go. Last night we looked at the Miami-Pittsburgh game, and it didn't go how I thought it would. So if you bet on Miami while they were low, it probably went a bit lower, and you probably lost all of your money. But use the code HIGHTOP at Kalshi.com to get $10 off when you deposit your first $100 in there. Mendoza's a backup quarterback in the league. All right, Justin, we'll see. Beer review is done. Yes. Bottom line, whoever the Gators have playing quarterback, we will all be behind them. And that's 100% true. That is 100% true. We will support these boys locked in. So are we getting ball? So the last thing that Pete Nako said yesterday were that Florida sources feel confident in where they stand with Jadan Baugh. So welcome, man. Just be a member. I am Connor Frisch. Appreciate you. And that they are working rigorously on trying to maintain Jadan Baugh was what was stated on that, which is a little conflicting from what we already heard or what was at least being spoke about. So we'll see. What I love too, I mean, this just dropped, and I've been seeing this, but Florida is working heavily to make Mark Matthews, offensive tackle, the number 1 offensive tackle and number 2 overall prospect, their number 1 priority. I like, this is where I get fired up. Like, I haven't seen Florida. We've seen our names around certain guys, but making it number 1 priority, like, this is what I want. I want 2027. I want 25 commits. I want 20 of them to be offensive linemen. That's what I want. I want 20 offensive line commits headed into 2027.
What was the year that Miami pulled a couple of those big offensive linemen from us? Was that Billy's second year?
Second year, yeah, and that's why we're seeing the team we see now is from that year.
Have you noticed that we were that was the closest we ever were to landing elite offensive line prospects?
Look, it's like they all came from up north. They all stopped at Florida and then all went down to Miami and then never came back home. Yeah.
Yep.
That was a huge a huge moment for us that obviously is, look, I told you we'll know if it pays dividends or not. Josiah Davis, defensive back, he has also entered to the portal last night. That was a late
How
one.
much time do we have?
Whatever we want.
Oh, okay. A 3-hour show today.
Yeah.
Can we look up Penn State's offensive line and see who, like, juniors, who they got?
Yeah, go ahead and do that. I'm pulling up I was trying to pull up the Pete Nakos article just to give you kind of what it said verbatim in regards to the ball thing. What I am concerned about now is I don't see the article. It's like as if he deleted it, which is very interesting. Huh. Yeah, I don't see the Jadan Baugh article anymore. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're speaking about from a transfers perspective though, from Penn State, Cody.
Okay, so there's starting right guard Anthony Donkoa. He's a redshirt sophomore, so he would be available. The left guard.
Hang on, let's do this.
I'm not okay.
I'm gonna pull up their PFF grades too.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen any Penn State names hit the portal yet. It's not like they're playing anything.
Redshirt senior. So we got one redshirt sophomore, redshirt senior, redshirt junior, and then let's see who's behind them.
All right,
one redshirt junior. They're pretty old. Is the problem?
I know one of them already entered into the draft.
Vega. Yeah, he's a redshirt junior. Okay, so he's gone.
He was their
senior
best
at
one.
left tackle.
He had an 87.3 pass block rate and a 73.9 run block rate.
Yeah.
What about Anthony Donkana?
Anthony Donkana is a redshirt sophomore. He could be a potential guy at right guard.
Okay.
Circle his name.
Yeah, he's 6'5", so a good size. We were with 6'3" guards, and 323. He had a 75.5 pass block and a 65.9 run block with 619 snaps.
Yep, that's going to be the only available starter from that offensive line from last year's class. All are redshirt juniors and seniors.
No tackles?
Nope, they're both redshirt seniors.
Really?
Yeah, and then they got redshirt freshman, redshirt junior, redshirt sophomore, but they're guys that are unknown.
What's Drew Shelton? He's gone, right? I'm assuming.
What's his name?
But they've got a tackle here, Owen Akaline, it looks like.
He's a senior. He's a senior.
Owen Akaline, 6'7", 298, had a 75.2. He just only played 22 snaps, so not many snaps, but so there's potential there.
Owen Alkaline. Yeah, he's a freshman. True freshman. He's PV3. I would think that you would get Boyer first. He's a redshirt freshman also. So maybe he's better than Boyer.
He's 6'8", 302 and only played 6 snaps, where Owen played 22.
Okay. What about Cousin Cooper?
Is that a guard or a
That's a left guard.
Hold on, I was in the tackles. Give me a second.
He's 6 foot.
What's the name?
6'6", 314.
Cooper Cousins.
Cooper Cousins. Yep.
Yeah, 6'6", 314. 63.7. He had 99 snaps, so he played a lot.
Okay.
TJ.
Luke? No.
No, I don't see a Luke.
Yeah, TJ.
TJ, he had a 73.4 pass block. He's 6'4", 316, 61.4, so not atrocious. And he had 341. He played a lot, 341 snaps.
Okay, what about Garrett Sexton? He's a tackle. Redshirt freshman.
Come on, brother. He didn't have much. Like everyone else, literally has like 0 snaps. Like they relied heavily on their starters.
Well, yeah, because it's a redshirt senior transfer, redshirt sophomore.
This team was supposed to win, dude. My goodness.
Redshirt senior, redshirt junior going to the draft, and a senior.
They were supposed to win. My goodness.
Mm-hmm. They got their coach fired week 4.
800 people strong, boys and girls. Good morning to you. Smash the like button. Happy to have you a part of it. Look, these morning shows are a little bit more chaotic. They're not as organized as our other ones, but I enjoy them. It allows for us to kind of, you get the Cody Spice, you get all of us reacting to what's happening. And look, I mean, I expect if anything pops off that's bigger today, we'll be here.
Well, I'll be asleep.
Cody will be asleep. So right here, Luke Fletcher, this just happened 2 hours ago, who, that's probably a scam. I don't know. Michigan quarterback Jaden Davis plans to enter into the portal. That just broke 4 minutes ago. That was the number 8 quarterback in the 2024 class. So, a lot of moving pieces.
Yeah, keep the Hayes Fawcett, keep the Twitter notification on him, because he's going to let them fly today. All the big ones.
You think so?
Yeah, I think there's going to be a bunch. It's always weird because there's like a day that is like Holy Portal Day where everybody enters. Remember last year during the fall portal?
What about it?
Where like everybody just like we had like 6 Gators go all in one day.
Oh yeah, I mean that was kind of yesterday. I imagine. I'm surprised like more haven't entered in. I don't know what kind of drives the energy or not. Right? Obviously them going through or just we'll see.
Well, they're probably doing evaluations of everybody too. That stuff takes time.
Georgia Tech is getting just absolutely throttled by what's happening. It's so sad to see college football has become a bidding war for players, and our guys who have waited their turn are being tampered. Welcome to college football, brother.
Oh, now they're crying about tampering?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, you weren't worried when it happened to Tulane. They only had 4 returning starters. Nobody cared about that.
Dude, the obnoxiousness from LSU fans, I hope they blunder the bag. This tweet's incredible. It says, if rumors are true, LSU is going to have Sam Levitt, Bryce Underwood, Trinidad Chambliss, Marshall Reed, and DJ Lagway. Oh, man. I love it. Trying to see the internet's starting to wake up here, so just trying to see before we cut y'all out of here if there's anything rocking and rolling.
Oh, we haven't checked silver today.
Okay.
I know that's important.
Yeah. How people watch this show is beyond me. It's just I turn it on going
63-62.
There's no way they turn back in.
We're at yesterday's high. It looks like 63-62 still a buy, going to 100 in 2026. If you bought now at 63-62 and it ends up at 105 an ounce, I mean you're making money. Listen, I bought silver on Sunday. Okay. It was down to, on Sunday, it was down to like 60, 61. I bought silver. I'm already up $3. And everybody's like, oh, that's not a lot. But when you got the massive amount of silver that I do, $3 is big.
All right. Well, I think that's where all we've got for this morning's show. Good stuff. A lot of great things. The Summerall is Napier 2.0 narrative is just objectively false. Yeah. Look, I did see a tweet yesterday, and I do think there was some truth behind it, that with all of the noise with DJ Lagway, and there probably being some more, I would assume more things moving around with portal moves, is that, look, there's going to be some negativeness that will shine on the Summerall era for a bit because he comes in, obviously wasn't really accepted, makes some awesome hires, gets everybody bought in, and then that emotion will wear off, and then these players will leave, and then there'll be a bit of disdain feel towards him. I mean, you see it already. I don't think as much. Again, as more and more happens, that'll kind of be how it unfolds. But it's going to be an up and down. I mean, I'm not going to be that way. Like, again, I feel you should have the understanding that it's going to get ugly before it gets cleaner. But I can't wait to get back to the portal war where it's in favor of us. right? Where we get to attack and we can be on the offensive side of things, and we can start talking about who's coming in and how they can play a factor. I did want to pull up that chart. I mean, we can probably do it tomorrow. We'll pull up the scholarship chart. We were going to do this, and then now we can start, wiping some names away, and then seeing like, hey, where do we attack, and how are we going to approach this? And again, offensive line is going to be the big one. That's one thing we haven't really talked about. We say how important it is for us to get offensive line, yet here we are, and we're looking at quarterbacks and the transfer portal. Let's see. The problem with offensive line is that you don't know exactly what you're going to get. That's part of it. All right, inside offensive line. Let's see. Yeah, we've got Kitten. This isn't my ranking, is it? Oh, here we go. Rankings. Let's do tackles first. So you got Josh Atkins, who's leaving Arizona State, so that could be a little bit of a combo package for Sam Levitt. Got to keep an eye on that one. Again, there's only 3-star linemen, inside offensive linemen right now. Again, a transfer portal ranking.
It's still very early.
Correct. And then inside offensive lineman, there's 1 4-star, but he's already committed from OSU. How is that even possible? He left OSU and committed to TCU. I guess he must have entered in when his coach left. That's the only thing that I can think of. But you've got Jake Renfro from Wisconsin, Connor Stroh from Texas. Again, a lot of 3-star guys. So,
Jake Renfro is a guy. Look him up.
From Wisconsin. Yeah, he's Wisconsin. I'll take the corn-fed boys.
Yeah, he's big.
He's almost a 4-star. He's 89.63. Yeah, he's 6'2", 310. Kind of small for an inside. But all right.
Great beard and mullet.
Does he?
Oh yeah. He's 6'4", 313 right now.
Yeah, I would love to know Florida's budget. That's the one thing I wish we had some more clarity on, of knowing what we had to spend.
Yeah. I would say it's decent, but you got to retain. You got to do your deals. You got to retain your roster first, then see who you want to. Well, I can tell you what. I know what we do have laying around, about $3.4 million.
I got some cheddar. Eugene Tim Buck says, good morning from the digs in Brazil. High Top Sports and crew, keep me up to date. Love you guys. Position competition, love it, boys. Boys, it will be cracking heads needed. Absolutely. It looks like the trolls have entered into the chat, so great time to.
Yep.
Yeah, linemen don't always get the stars they deserve. I know. That's why it's hard to have a true feel of what we're looking at here. So hopefully we get some hot boards going, some names going. It's gonna be a busy few weeks here. So y'all keep smashing the like button. We're so dang close to 30,000. It ain't even funny. Let me take a look at the numbers. We're at 29,768. Hot dog.
Wow.
Hot dog. That's. I could smell it. It smells like
wussy.
By
the end of the year.
It smells like wussy in here.
You said by the end of the year. You said you didn't think it was gonna happen. I told you have faith.
I know. I gotta believe. Y'all be good. Smash the like button. Stay safe. Have a great Tuesday. If anything pops, you know where we'll be, so keep the bell turned on. If not, Tate Casey will be on tomorrow with us, all right? Knows the brew.
Professor steps in with the foam in the air, got a brew in his hand and a confident flair. Hops so crisp, yeah, they make you care about the science in the bubbles, man, it's
rare, so rare.
Spinning facts like a DJ on the decks. Flavor profiles coming straight from the text. Sip, analyze what's next. Break it all down with respect, no flex.
High Top Sports Beer Review. Pour it up for the crew.
Sip it slow, what it do?
Doop, 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 doop.
Professor's got the brew.